Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamers Pro Show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have an absolutely insane show in store for you guys. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. You already heard what I said, right? Absolute insane show. As you guys know, the Lakers have turned into one of the most problematic organizations in the NBA, where now every single year with the Lakers, there's always some drama. Right. And it was no different this season, but especially this offseason with some of the decisions that they decided to make in the offseason. One, by hiring rookie head coach JJ Redick to be the coach of the Los Angeles Lakers, a player who had never coached at any level, except he talks about basketball on television and on his podcast. So they hired him. Left a lot of people scratching their heads wondering, okay, was this the right hire? Could they have gone out there and gotten someone with a little bit more experience? So they got JJ Redick, and then they went out there and got Bryant James as the 55th overall pick to be selected to the roster. That conjured up some, conversations around nepotism and all of that. So the Lakers did that, right? And a lot of people out here have been saying that the Lakers seem very disorganized. You've heard a lot of people in media question who's the one really running that ship, right? Is it Jeannie Buss? Is it the next person? Is it Kurt Rambis? And this, we've always wondered this. You've heard high-level people in sports media say that they don't really know who's the control at the top of the organization. So what happened this morning? I was just doing some research and I came across an absolutely insane story featuring Lakers governor or president or whoever you want to call her, leader, Jeannie Buss. And it was centered on some crazy comments that she had to make about LeBron James in terms of his standing with the all-time greatest players of all time. And this one pretty much floored me. And actually, we got this information from an LA Times article that we want to read from. But before we even get into her crazy comments, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Game Time. With only 4 months left until the end of the year, I look forward to creating special moments with family and friends by attending various theaters, shows, plays, and sporting events. And when it comes time for me to look for tickets, I absolutely love to use Game Time. Game Time is one of the most reliable marketplaces for last-minute tickets to the most popular events in sports, music, and theater in more than 60 cities across the United States and Canada. Game Time saves me money, time, and peace of mind, so I don't have to sort through thousands of tickets looking for the best prices or worry about whether or not if they're authentic or whether I'm going to receive them on time. Game Time Picks, one of my favorite Game Time tools, analyzes thousands of tickets for all of your favorite events near your location and finds you the best possible deal so you don't have to. For example, I'm looking forward to this upcoming concert at Madison Square Garden of one of my favorite composers, Hans Zimmer. Here, I can select the all-in price to see the total ticket price up front. No hidden fees. And now I can sort through the best possible deals I can find. I can choose the cheapest deals, the great deal, or the amazing deal. Once you select the ticket you want, you can use their panoramic seat view to ensure you know exactly what you're getting before you buy. And if you're like me and always make plans at the last minute, you can grab tickets up to 90 minutes after the event has started. So take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the app, create an account, and use code CLNS for $20 off your first purchase. Again, create an account and use redeem code CLNS for $20 off. And remember, whenever you support this sponsor, you're supporting this channel. Thank you. So let me get into what this article had to say here. It is pretty insane. So it starts off with the headline: Q&A, Jeannie Buss is wowed by wild wrestling, and LeBron James, he might be the greatest of all time. Now I want to go specifically to where she made these comments, because it's pretty incredible. So it basically was a Q&A. So I just want to read here. It says, moving to the Lakers, LeBron James has said that his son, rookie Bryant James, is not allowed to call him dad at work. As someone who has been in a similar situation, did you offer any advice? Buss, I never had that conversation with LeBron or Bronny, but in business situations, I address my father as Dr. Buss. I wanted to keep that boundary clear because that helped us out. We weren't bringing work home to the dinner table. So I think LeBron and Bronny are very prepared for this. And I'm excited just for them to have this opportunity. But Bronny's a good player. I'm excited to see what our new coach, JJ Redick, has in store. It's definitely going to be an interesting season for sure. I mean, LeBron, by the way, he played in the Olympics. He might be the greatest of all time. Lakers Nation, we present to you Jeanie Buss. LeBron might be the greatest of all time. I want to point out that this isn't the first time Jeanie Buss has said some crazy stuff. A few months ago, Shaquille O'Neal shared a post on Instagram that was referring to the top 5 most important all-time Lakers, according to Jeanie Buss. Jeanie Buss is all-time 5 most important Lakers. I want to go over her list. Number 1, Kobe Bryant. Number 2, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Number 3, LeBron James. Number 4, Magic Johnson. Number 5, Phil Jackson. Do you guys notice anything wrong with that? Do you notice a particular person missing from that list? Do you notice anyone? Have you ever heard of a guy called, just some guy. You ever heard of his name? Jerry West, who recently passed away, God rest his soul. Jerry West. People around the association and around the NBA, in terms of NBA fans, thought that was one of the most disrespectful lists that Jeanie Buss could put out there by publicly omitting Jerry West. So she is known to say a crazy thing or two. She has LeBron as the 3rd most important Laker. I don't understand essentially what she's basing that off of. I can only assume that she is basing that off of some type of monetary value. This is the only conclusion I can draw. It must be something pertaining to some type of monetary impact, because she got one player right in, let's go back to her list. She got one player right in Kobe, obviously. She got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar correct. She got Magic Johnson. Well, that's a no-brainer. You have Phil Jackson, all right. But you have, even if you wanted to include another player, you have Shaquille O'Neal. I mean, for God's sakes, Shaq and Kobe were only the last three-peat that we've seen in the last, going on 30 years? In the last 3 decades. Shaq and Kobe were part of that. Winning 3 championships in a row, going to 4 straight finals. I don't know. Maybe that did something for revenue. Who knows? Maybe that contributed to some of the value that the Lakers enjoy today in terms of an organization. Who knows what those 3 championships did? But for her to omit Jerry West shows you that something is not normal. Something is truly not normal there. In terms of her saying this, that, he's maybe the greatest of all time, and she's basing that off of the Olympics, I personally think that Jeanie Buss is enamored by LeBron. His aura. You saw the video of them on the court side. She was losing her damn mind. She was losing her mind. I think she's a very big fan of his. And I think her fandom is what's informing some of these comments, right? And we've heard people, I think, is it Stephen A. Smith that has said that, her number one priority is to ensure that LeBron James is happy, right? So maybe that seems to be her predisposition. But in terms of the greatest of all time, that means LeBron is better than Kobe Bryant to you? Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I'm going to leave it up to the audience. You guys pretty much let me know what you think. Whatever you guys think about this, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. Catch you guys on the next show. Peace.